I've got games, so many games, I don't know what to do with all these games. And if you just want to chat, let's talk in bits and bytes, cause I'm down like that. When I'm at the Goodwills or when I'm checking Craigslist, all I'm thinking about is my NES. It's just something to do, it's like the passing of time. Without further ado, let's end this rhyme. Hey everyone, it's Justin, aka Goodwill Hunter, and I am back again with another video response. This episode is going to go again to MichaelBtheGameGenie's 400 subscriber contest, and this is going to be for the favorite light gun game. Now, I have a Nintendo, and obviously I have a Zapper, and you know there are a lot more light gun games for the Nintendo than I have for the Sega. I never had a Sega, so I didn't have the Menacer, and I do own the Menacer game card, but other than that, I own T2, and that's about it. But when I think about light gun games, actually two games come to mind, and I'm going to group them together because they're essentially pretty much just repackaged versions of the same game. Growing up, you know, they had the Zapper, they had the Menacer. When I think of light gun, I don't know. If you're anything like me, and you saw this in the store, I mean, it looks like a freaking bazooka. What kid would not want a bazooka? Just great. Just great. You're playing with power now. Superpower. You had the game that came with it, which, it was fun. Had like a mole game, it had a missile game, it had, you know, just a basic light gun games. The two games that I'm grouping together that I really remember fondly playing were Battle Clash and Metal Combat, Falcon's Revenge. So these two games were amazing. You played as a pilot of a giant mech, and your goal was to go around the country and destroy all the other rogue kind of mechs. And you know, you had you could charge up your bazooka and fire bombs, and you could destroy different parts. You know, it just was, man, it was so much fun. And all the bosses were all different. Like you went to Egypt, or you went to you know, Europe, South America, and then eventually you went into outer space to fight Thanos. And man, these games, this was the reason to own the Super Scope. You could play two-player with these. You could actually have the second player control the other mech, and so you would be on, you know, your Super Scope. Your buddy would be, you know, sitting there controlling the other mech, and you guys would just be going tit for tat. So nowadays, there aren't really too many ways to play the Super Scope. You can do it through emulation, I know. I know on my Nintendo Wii, I have it where you can play the emulators, and you can actually set up one of the Wii remotes to act like a Super Scope, but it's just not the same. You really need the Super Scope. So that was my favorite light gun game. I know it's two games, but it's really just one when you think about it. It's kind of a continuation of the first anyways. After you're done with the first game, you just want it to keep going. So I'm glad they came out with, you know, a follow-up to Battle Clash that still holds that same style and frantic gameplay of, you know, finding the boss's weak spots and just blowing every piece and bit of their mech completely just amazing. And if you didn't think my review was the epitome of, you know, what it meant to want to play this game, you got to check out the commercial. Just check it out.
A new game is here for your Super NES Super Scope, so prepare yourself because this one fights back. Introducing Battle Clash. 10 levels where monster machines get totally in your face. Battle Clash, it's more than a game, it's a breakthrough.
Have you been inside all day?
Only on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with superpowers.